Hey guys, now I'm doing this video because I've just felt such an urgency to speak to you. Always, but even more right now. I believe or I see that awakening was a big thing a few years back, and now it's starting to dwindle, and not as many people are speaking about it, or especially, I mean, you see the robotic voices in the channels, and they're so amazing. And I'm actually going to be adding a playlist of some channels about chosen ones that I've heard recently that are just massively inspiring to me, and also keep me going, knowing that I'm on the right path, because the synchronicities and the similarities in what they say to my journey is what really solidifies it, that it's real. And that's the only thing I want to do for you, is to solidify the truth to you, that what you're feeling about yourself and your connection to source, that and awakening, that it's true and it's real. And if you're seeing signs and synchronicities, that these things are here to guide you and not to give up, and to show you that there's somebody like you, like-minded, similar thoughts, similar situations. And once again, to prove to you, by seeing the similarities and the understanding of the not coincidences, but the synchronicities, that you are also an important part of God's plan at this time, and that awakening is really happening. And guys, if you see this rash, it was from jewelry, cheap jewelry. I get broken out from it, so it's not a hickey or anything. That'd be gross. I don't like those. I just wanted to point that out. I would try to edit it out, but if I can't, yeah, that's what this is. Anyways, so I wanted to just give you somebody who is understanding of you, and somebody who shows you that it's okay not to give up, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. I've been made fun of for this channel. I've been, by people that are important to me. I mean, right in front of my face. I've been bullied my whole life, and that's, I think, just the way it is for a chosen, for an earth angel, if you will. And I want you to know that when they say that, when God says He is determining the wheat from the chaff during awakening, that is exactly why you might see less and less of these things, of people talking about spirituality, talking about ascension and awakening. And you might, like the higher self channel was such a hype for a while. People can really want to attach themselves to it, but they're just not it. And I want you to know that when He says that He's determining the wheat from the chaff, what He means is, everything in our world is symbolic, and there are so many weeds in a field, but there's very few that are special plants that really will be able to seed beautiful fruit, and who are not weeds, who are special. The weeds are going to be all around them, and they're going to attack, and they're going to be exactly the same. Each weed is going to look like the next weed. That's how you know they're weeds, because they don't have anything extra special or different about them. They're simply the same as everybody and everything else. That's how you can determine the wheat from the chaff. And yes, this is very important, and that's why there is a lessening of the amount of people that are talking to you about awakening. So don't give up. And I am outside and there are so many bugs. I've tried everything, like my little tiki torches. I've tried bug spray. I'm outside by my garden. And they're on high level attack. My ears are itchy. Face is itchy. But that's why I have this thing up all over me. Because it's like, So, yeah, I'm not at all, once again, I always have to tell you that I'm not trying to enforce any of my thoughts on to you. I'm not trying to give you any new thoughts that you haven't actually thought about yourself. I'm merely just trying to give you a symbol of courage and strength, and to show you that you can be courage and strength as well, and show you that you're not alone in being different, and to show you that you could be attacked by the weeds and you can know who you are and just be happy and confident in who you are. And I wanted to also put out there today, there's a little bit of a heaviness in the air, I feel, for a lot of earth angels, and I wanted to tell you, just smile. It really helps no matter what. If you're given an unnecessary attack and like unexpected criticism, that's a big thing right now. That's happening to us. So a good thing that you can do is just smile, and it will help you. And when they see you smile, they're gonna see strength in you. Oh my gosh, my criticism wasn't enough to bring them down. Weird. And it will be out of nowhere, unexpected, like I was just being myself and all of a sudden you're upset with me, kind of thing. That's gonna happen right now because the air is heavy, and usually that means that's a good sign, because usually you're going to be attacked before you bear fruit. If somebody doesn't want to have you bear fruit, doesn't want to see you be amazing, so hang in there through the attacks. That just means that you're on the right path, and know that just because there aren't very many people out there awakening right now or talking about it, that's a good thing, because there should be few at the end, or I should say the beginning. And next I would like to start pulling cards for you, as much as I can. I am outside and there are so many bugs. I've tried everything, like my little tiki torches. I've tried bug spray. I'm outside by my garden, and they're on high level attack. My ears are itchy. Face is itchy. But that's why I have this thing up all over me, because it's like, So, yeah, I'm not at all, once again, I always have to tell you that I'm not trying to enforce any of my thoughts on to you. I'm not trying to give you any new thoughts that you haven't actually thought about yourself. I'm merely just trying to give you a symbol of courage and strength, and to show you that you can be courage and strength as well, and show you that you're not alone in being different, and to show you that you could be attacked by the weeds and you can know who you are and just be happy and confident in who you are. And I wanted to also put out there today, there's a little bit of a heaviness in the air, I feel, for a lot of earth angels, and I wanted to tell you, just smile. It really helps no matter what. If you're given an unnecessary attack and like unexpected criticism, that's a big thing right now. That's happening to us. So a good thing that you can do is just smile, and it will help you. And when they see you smile, they're gonna see strength in you. Oh my gosh, my criticism wasn't enough to bring them down. Weird. And it will be out of nowhere, unexpected, like physically, like I was just being myself, and all of a sudden you're upset with me, kind of thing. That's gonna happen right now because the air is heavy, and usually that means that's a good sign because, you know, usually you're going to be attacked before you bear fruit. If somebody doesn't want to have you bear fruit, doesn't want to see you be amazing, so hang in there through the attacks. That just means that you're on the right path, and know that just because there aren't very many people out there awakening right now or talking about it, that's a good thing, because there should be few at the end, or I should say the beginning. And next I would like to start pulling cards for you. And Earth Angels, you're gonna see when there's storms in your life, it will storm, literally. When there's a lot of happiness around you, it's gonna be sunny, literally. You're gonna see the world reflecting you, even Mother Nature's reflecting you, because the difference in awakened and non-awakened, or sleeping or awake, any of that, being in your higher self, is that you're performing at the rate faster than the speed of light, and your perception is your choice. What you perceive is what you've chosen to perceive, and the world is, instead of you following the world is following you, if that makes sense. It should make sense to you. So really, like I said, once again, I'm just here to be a forerunner of the spiritual awakened for you. I'm here to give you a stepping stone and guidance for what's happening with you, because it's happening with me as well, and we're all on this journey, this path together. But there are levels to this, and so if you're on either my level, then you need somebody to talk to that appreciates you and understands you, to know that you're not alone, because it's going to feel alone at this level. Or if you are at a level that's just right about to expand and reach the level I'm at, then I'm going to give you comfort in knowing that you yourself can reach up, and I could give you some advice based on what I've been through. And if you don't like my advice, if you think it's funny or a joke or it's not a joke. This is real to me. This stuff is this is serious. This is your life, and not just your life. This is your spirit's life. So you want to keep expanding, not just as a human being, but as a spirit. That's what awakening is. That is growing up in spirit, becoming your higher spirit, because you have the knowledge of certain things, like wisdom, like mercy, like unconditional love. And the one thing that I want to tell you points out to me who an earth angel is, who an ascended one is, master. What points that out for me is one thing, and it's called integrity. A chosen one has integrity and loyalty and I do these things in clips so I can go back and fix things, and I just came across this filter and it's kind of cute. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm wearing my hair like this on the side and everything, all like this, because I used to wear it like this when I was little. When I was young, when I was a child, and I think it's important to keep your childlike spirit no matter how old you are. You know, age doesn't mean you have to go and behave a certain way at all. You don't have to lose your ability to be childlike. You don't have to lose your ability to be happy and to be perky and be joyful and be imaginative and all of those things. It's like you're almost like told in this world in this icky 3D world that you have to, like, you know, lose your childlikeness, lose your ability for fun. And the only time you can have fun is when you're drunk, is what they think. The people, I mean, think about people why do people drink? Because they want to be able to be their childlike self without being criticized or ridiculed. And they can say to people, well, I'm just acting that way because I'm drunk, or I've been drinking, that's why I'm being like this. And it's only because they want that childlike spirit to come out. But the only way they can do that is to say, well, I'm drinking, and blame it on that. You get that kind of? So it's like, just be that without caring what anybody else thinks. That is also a sign of being God's chosen and being one of my light beauties, being a step above in this ascension program. And next I'm going to bring in the angels for a reading. Alright guys, I'm going to do my angel my angel code. I was trying to think of the word. Alright guys, here comes angel code number 6. Get ready. Here we go. And I want you to imagine it like it's you saying these things, like it's coming from your higher self, because it is. I called upon the higher selves of all of my light beauty ladies especially, and this is what I got. So here it is. Hard to believe it's me. I'm reading this one. Hard to believe that it's me, but it is. There are way too many synchronicities and synchronicities with me, and signs that are absolutely special. Hard to explain these things to others, and it's so big they probably won't believe it, but I do. So go believe and just know. Alright guys, here comes angel code number 6, and this is take 3 because I had 2 other bloopers. I'm reading this one, and I did this out of automatic reading. I wrote it a while ago, and I just found it, and I want you to put yourself here and picture that you're saying these things, and I want to know, does this feel like something that you've had thoughts about yourself? So put yourself in my shoes and imagine as if it's you saying this, not me. And here we go. Hard to believe that it's me, but it is. There are way too many synchronicities and synchronicities with me, and signs that are absolutely special. Hard to explain these things to others, and it's so big they probably won't believe it, but I do. I know it. Right? Do you ever feel that way? And now I would like to tell you, I'm going to bring in 3 angels right now. I move forward with the confidence in knowing the Golden Warrior angel is with me. The Golden Warrior represents persistence, vision, courage, discernment, bravery, and patience. I serve without needing applause. That is the Warrior angel. Angel code number 6 and 7. I call upon a few angels who are completely ascended and are assisting us from the spirit realm, who we might not be able to see with our physical eyes because they're so light and beautiful that we can't perceive them when we are going back and forth and back to the 3D. So they're here to help guide us and assist us up and further up. And you know the reason we stay in 3D is because of our loved ones, right? We don't want to be here, but we stay here for others. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the messenger angel. The messenger angel is I would like to pull in messenger angel for all of my warriors and light beauties. The messenger angel is an angel of survival, endurance, confidence, strength, faith, and action. The messenger angel represents peace through chaos, declaration, sovereignty, striking. So the messenger warrior comes at us in a striking way, and I want them to strike themselves into your life because you're watching this. So that's your angel code. Number 7, I'm going to do 8 separately, which will be the guardian angel coming right up. And this is angel code number 7, which I just did but forgot to push record. I wanted to mention that it was interesting that when I was doing the messenger angel, I kind of had a hard time getting the message through. I felt like my throat chakra was a little bit like choked up, and I was saying the wrong words sometimes and stuff. So that's interesting that happened when I was doing the messenger angel, which I think is the dark trying to bring distortions in and trying to make it difficult for me to speak. But I conquered that, and I said, nope, I'm going to push right through anyway. And they're going to listen to me, choked up and all, and stumbling and all, stuttering and all. They're going to get my message through. So my next messenger, or my next angel for you, is the angel of protection, the guardian angel. I bring upon, for my viewers, anybody listening to me right now, the guardian angel of protection. This angel represents integrity, to make sure that you stay in yours. Authority, heaven, crown, responsibility, surrender to source, righteousness, love, the unconditional kind, loyalty, perseverance, determination, worthiness, safety, grace, honor, trust, and wisdom. And what I pulled in before is this angel would like to tell you that she is here for you, for battles that you're meant to fight. And also to let you know when battles are just distractions that you are actually meant to ignore. Because sometimes the 3D will come in and will cause conflicts for you, and you're like, what? Why are we arguing right now? Why are they upset? That's just the darkness going into them, and them not understanding that it is using them as a pawn to distract you from your true self and your honor. So the guardian angel of protection would like to tell you that you are now crowned in the guardian angel of protection's presence, in the presence of the messenger warrior, and also in the presence of the, did I say warrior? Oh my gosh, I am stumbling. What I mean is the presence of the guardian angel of protection, the presence of the messenger angel, and the presence of the warrior angel. In the presence of these 3 angels, you shall be crowned. You listeners are crowned, and they will be around you forever.